What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to Gunners Collective. Like and subscribe, and ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Don't forget to groove, okay? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She's a hoe with a snack habit. Bye-ya. I said bye-ya. I said bye-ya. I-ya. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Straight fucking hoe with a snack habit. Now trip out. What type of snack? One never knows, does one. But she got that, right? Now look it, let's get in the mix here. Let's talk about something. Orale Adam. Adam 15 and a half has the Popo on speed dial. 911. Help! God, help! That Valto's yelling help. He's like a knack on the tira yelling help. And he really needs it, right? Because it seems for some reason or another, he feels threatened or intimidated by AD and the community, right? Now, AD once worked for Adam. No jumper, no pumper, no dumper. She got dumper. And the porn star pumped her, right? Lena, she ate soul food. Right now, look, when it comes down to having a relationship with a person, being cool with them in a friendship, right? Once that fizzles out, fizzle pop, once that's done, man, that is done forever, right? And you don't go back. You only step forward. Real men march forward, forever forward. We're to the tune. We're to the ba-da-ba. We're to the beat, right? Some people do backstep, backslide. They give a second chance, but there can never be a second chance if there wasn't a first one. It's all based on love and respect, man. And after they burn the bridge, let that motherfucker burn. The bridge is on fire. We don't give a... Let the motherfucker burn, right? Now, when it comes to Adam and AD's relationship, I don't know it. You know, I'm not a fucking mosquito on their wall or a roach under their blankets, right? And I definitely don't want to smell what's under Adam's blanket. So I will tell you this. However he's feeling about AD, that's sparked from social media. That's coming from a lot of he said, she said. See, a lot of people get in a lot of people's ears and say things. And when they say things, some people are susceptible to that. Some people are stupid enough to believe everything they hear and only a little bit of what they see. And that's what Adam is doing right here. He is listening to what other people are saying about AD in the community and feeling that because their rise and their prominence and the way that they're doing their thing, their wiggle, threatens what he's got going on. Now, I know there's been some back and forth concerning how much Adam was paying his people, how much he was doing them dirty or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, like Adam says, well, this is my platform, right? That's his platform and he can run it any way he wants to and we can't do nothing about it, gente. You either watch it or you fucking don't. There is no in between. There is no meantime in between time. The wind is blowing. You either like it or you don't. Now, it came to light that recently Adam posted that he is going to call the authorities on AD in the community for making social media threats. Sasuke, he can't take it. If he can't take the heat, get the fuck. And I said, quickly, up out the kitchen. A lot of people say a lot of bad things and derogatory and negative things about people on the internet. I myself say some funny things. I don't care, right? It's just the way it is. And a lot of people say things about me and I don't care because that's just the way it's gonna be. You know, you have to have thick skin. You have to understand that when you put all your shit out there, when you're in a public platform, people are going to pick and choose. Earlier today, Gunner, you're wearing makeup. Gunner, your eyebrows are on fleek. Gunner this, Gunner that. Nah, Gunner fucking got chorra. That's I'm swinging. You know what I mean? That's all I know. That's all I know. That's all I do. That's me, right? I'm just going to be me and I'm going to continue to be me. I ain't going to let anybody dictate that. Now, Adam, on the other hand, he acts like none of this shit hurts him, hurts his feelings, hurts his agenda, what he's got going on. But at the end of the day, he's human. I'm only human, born to make mistakes. And this Vato is really and truly making a mistake by putting out there to social media that he'll call the black guys, the cops, the 5-0, the one time, the guard on anybody who disrespects his name. Now, AD must be intimidating to him. He must know something that we and you don't know. He must know, AD is like the Popeye to his Miklo, had Adam sucking on fingers, because I'm going to tell you right now, Adam, straight up, is intimidated by the success of other men. He's intimidated by the success of AD in the community. Okay, now when AD first left Adam, he didn't want to. He expressed that feeling. He said, hey man, I was willing to rock till the wheels fell off, tape him back up and keep on rolling. I was willing to go and do what I had to do at his job because he took it as a job, and some personal friendships. But Adam quickly cut him off. And I guess when Adam kicked him out of the group and AD decided, I don't know if he kicked him out the thing or AD decided to just bounce. He's seen the fucking ship sinking. Either way, Adam let the relationship go with it. Instead of still communicating and not burning that bridge of being cool, Adam decided to make him his enemy. Okay? Now, Adam has did a lot of sly remarks. If you listen to No Jumper, if you watch it, I don't too much, but every time I do, I see him hit a hypocritical comment about somebody or a subliminal or a slick comment, or he's smooth with it. That motherfucker, he knows how to wiggle. He's a white dude. The woods know how to wiggle, brother, right? He knows how to wiggle, and he likes to drop lugs, jewels, and little subliminals, right? And AD isn't that type. The type of person he is, from everything that I see, he's a straight up fella, right? He's going to let you know exactly what's on his mind, and he's not going to spin or twist. He's just going to give it to you raw diggity and doggity, and that's just what it is. Pela. Straight up, pura. You know what I mean? No cut. No extra key ingredients, Adam. Sorry, we don't do preservatives, and now that I'm diabetic, I can't do carbohydrates. It just is what it is, right? Adam has decided that he wasn't going to take these threats, which he thought were threats, idle. He was going to go the extra route and he was going to call the police. Now, let me explain something to you. When you're in the streets and you're playing the game, whether it be a gang member, whether it be a fucking b-boy, or whether it be a graffiti artist, or whether it be a rapper, or whatever it is, there's a certain code that the streets have that you have to abide by. Okay? 6ix9ine, he didn't abide by that. Okay? I myself in the past didn't quite abide by that, right? I slipped. I'm a man to let you know, hey, I ain't the perfect man. Okay, I might have said a little something too much. Never got on those stands, never put anyone in prison forever. But I might have said a little too much to someone who said a little too much to someone who said a little too much to a counselor, who said a little too much to the placas. And next thing you know, fucking, I'm the bad guy now. All of a sudden, right? But I'm man enough to admit my faults. I'm man enough to admit my mistakes. But see, Adam doesn't play by those rules. Oh, he wants the sweat off your brow. Oh, he wants the streets to watch him. He wants to be certified in the streets. He wants to be from 5-5, correct. He wants to do all, he wants to drink Old English with Crip Mac. You know what I mean? He wants to go up there and lie with Brick Baby. You know what I mean? He wants to sit there and get ridiculed by Snoopy Badass. You know what I mean? He wants to question Little Blood, right? He wants to do all these certain things that pertain to the streets. But when it comes to some real street-ish, right? When it comes to really getting street, no, he ain't gonna do that. He's a civilian. See, there's a difference between civilian and street soldiers, right? Real people that are out there in living that life, they understand the morals, the codes, the certain things you can and cannot do. They understand that righteously. So that's just the way it is. That's the game. If you're going to play it, fucking play it to the fullest, or you'll get played. When it comes to Adam, he tries to play both sides. Oh, I'm a brother. Or he kicks it with the brother. I'm a white guy that kicks it with the brothers. And I got a lot of connections. And that's cool. And he does have that. And he does have a big platform. And he does bring on people that I necessarily could never talk to in real life. Not yet, at least, right? And that's fine. There's no envy or hate there. Do your thing. I said, do your thing. God, he's doing his thing, right? But, and I say a big but, right? There's a flaw. There's a stick in his spoke. There's a fucking in his sphincter, right? And I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. It's the need to act like a citizen or a civilian when it becomes necessary for him. You could be all in the streets, all up in Paramount, all up in Swifty Blues neighborhood, all up in LA, all up on Skid Row, all up in the ghetto, all up in the barrios and the hoods, and getting certified by real gangsters and checking in with Swifty Blizzard, right? And doing all these gangster things that you're supposedly doing, Adam. But when it comes time to get ridiculed a little bit or even threatened, just allegedly, just slightly a little bit, Vato saying, hey, homie, don't play with me. I said, don't play with me, right? Let me tell you what happens. The civilian pops out of Adam. I'm from the streets. I don't know. My wife's a porn star. She got fucked by a big old black dude. That right there tells you straight up. You know what I mean? She's for the streets, but I ain't from the streets, right? Let me tell you something about this. And this is real talk, gente. You can't play both sides. You can't flip the script every time it becomes you or every time it's beneficial for you. People like that are really, he's no good, right? He's really no good. Now that's no good, right? No good is when you continue to play a role or to act a certain way. But when push comes to shove or it becomes crunch time, you call the 411. And then you get the number to the 911. And then what happens? Blackers are at your door and you're explaining the situation. Well, guess what, man? Well, the wealth agency used to work for me, right? But the way my bank account worked was I could only pay $179 a week, and now he's mad at me. So he said he's going to beat me up, right? And what did Adam do? I'll call the cops on him for threatening me. He didn't say he'd sue him. He didn't say he'd bend the block and find him. He didn't say he'd talk to him like a man face to face. He didn't say he'd even give him a phone call. He said, I'll call the authorities on him. He spelled it and everything. A-T-H, you spell already, right? And then he just did it like that. And the reason he done it like that is because truly in his heart, this man believes he's a civilian and he's working the gente. He's working the raza. He's working the Africano brothers, the blacks. He's working the woods, right? The good, hard-working woods that live in the trailers and drink fucking jug after jug of coffee. He's working us, people. He's working us out of our views. And he's working us, and that's his livelihood, to get these certain element of people from the ghetto, from the streets, and tell their hood stories on his platform so that he may benefit him and his old lady. You know, he could buy her a brand new Lambo, you know what I mean? And you know, and somewhere along the line, she was able to convince him to let a big old black brother slide up in her repeatedly, right? She did her job, and now he's doing his. You know, when you have a friendship with somebody, you should be always able to make that phone call, whether you guys are no longer cool or not. You still have each other's number, unless you're a little BI and you erase it and delete the contact. And I don't want to fucking talk to them ever again, right? You could block him and shit and be like, hey, I ain't fucking with you. But at the end of the day, you know, somewhere along the line, you got an old phone with his number in it, right? Or her number in it. When it comes to Adam, I don't know, you know, he, her, him. I don't know what pronoun. But I know this, and these are facts, right? He could definitely pick up a phone and call ID and say, hey, man, I don't like the way that you were speaking on me, or I don't like the way you were saying this or saying that, or putting out our business or exposing me for whatever reason, man. Hey, let's talk about it like grown men. Let me compensate you. Let me cash you out on the money you feel I burnt you out of. Or let's just be men here. And let's learn to let live and learn, right? Let's learn to forgive and forget, or forget to forgive, or whatever we're going to do, but let's just be men about it and speak. There's a lot of people that won't do that. Nowadays especially. And so Adam's just following the trend. See, he's a TikToker. He's a trender, right? He follows the trends. When everybody was wearing TikTok pants, oh yeah, he had his incise medium, right? When everybody was doing nothing compares to you, that trend, his shit was bald and he was getting his boogie woogie on. I'm going to tell you right now, Adam's a trender. He's someone that definitely goes with what's going right then and there. And that's why he is as successful as he is, because not only is he a shrewd businessman, but he knows how to live and die, not in LA, but off the sweat of the brown and black man's brow. See, off of our stories and what we've done in our lives, people like me and you, and people that have really been in the streets like that, you know, once upon a time or still are, he goes ahead and vicariously lives through them, you know what I mean? And people believe everything he says. Well, believe this. He said he was going to call the cops on AD and make a report. He said he was going to report these vodkas. You know what I mean? Hey, you and all your fucking riff-raff homeboys, you're all going to go. Why? Because you guys disrespected my name and my platform. Let me tell you, my platform and my name gets disrespected every fucking... You're going to disrespect it right now in the DMs, right? You're going to leave me a message talking about my eyebrows are on fleek and my Dennis Rodman shirt is showing you which way I swing. But I'm going to tell you right now, in the meantime, in between time in real life, Spencer, I'm tongue twisted, right? In real life, I don't care, man. I understand this is part of the game. I understand people lean a certain way as long as they don't lean on me, because there's nowhere to lean. You know, I ain't got that for you. You ain't got that coming. You could be anything you want to be here on YouTube. If you're going to be from the streets, if you're going to portray to be active or to be a gang member, even though you definitely aren't, right? But if you're going to portray to be all that. Be all that you can be. Do it to the fullest. Clubber Lang, I got a whole lot of more. Give them a whole lot of more. But if you're going to portray to be a civilian and call the police because somebody threatened you or you didn't like the way that they said your name, then you're nothing but a poop butt, right? What you are is mixed up and playing the people. That right there was enough exposure for everyone. See, Adam didn't have to be exposed. You know, there's a lot of people that say he's this and he's that and he comes from this and he comes from money. And who gives a fuck if he comes from money? So what? Just because you come from money or you don't come from the ghetto or you don't live in a certain place doesn't mean you're not a real man. You know, it just means you're not like what other people expect you to be. And that's what's to be expected, man. You don't have to be what everybody wants you to be. Be yourself. That's it. Do your thing, homes. And remember, at the end of the day, hey, you'll only make progress and progression if you are happy. Be happy at what you do. Don't worry about other people, because guess what, homes? There's never going to be motherfuckers happy for you. They're not even happy with themselves. That's why they're in their mother's basement going, Gunner, you're wearing makeup. What's next? Lipstick? And I say, Toma. You know what I mean? No, what's next is your fucking old lady. You know, she keeps acting out of pocket. You know what I mean? That's catching the picture. Now, look, this is real talk. Adam saying these things about AD and talking and threatening, you know, to call the cops, man. You can't play both sides, bro. You can't be both. You can't be really in them streets and checking in with people and doing all that, or associated with people that are doing that, because hey, your shit becomes their shit. And straight up, people like Brick Baby that have a reputation or says he has a reputation, or even C-Mac who says, cause I'm solid as they come on 50, fair. Where's the old English, right? Whoever, people like this, I myself, we look at them like in a knackish situation, knack meaning, right? But people like Adam who really look at these guys as gangsters, truly are really street legitimate because they're able to go to fucking Holy Moly's donut shop. It's cool, right? But at the end of the day, they're gonna be guilt by association for associating with someone who said straight up blatantly, I'll call the cops on them. I'm a civilian. I'm not a gang member. I don't do that, man. You can't threaten me or my name. You know what I mean? Hey, next thing you know, he's gonna be wanting to call the cops on a porn star for murdering his fucking old lady's pussy. I'm telling you right now, or at least attempted fucking, murder. I mean, he did some bad things to her. Wangala, wangala. You know what I mean? She's different. She's different. Yeah, she's different. Adam says, no, she's not. It was all game, right? Yeah, it was, next thing you know, it's going to be gang. Gang. You know what I mean? All of them are going to be in it. But anyways, that's his business. And, I ain't mad at him for sharing his pussy with the world. But acting like a pussy to the world is different, right? I'm upset highly because, you can't do this. I've been saying it for a very long time, that this guy, Adam, man, his popularity doesn't have no merit, doesn't hold no merit, right? I'm not jealous. I'm not a hater, man. I understand he's a great businessman. I understand, man. Some people just got it and some people don't. That's quite understandable. But what I also understand is you can't fucking walk a thin line between love. You can't play both sides, Humps. And that's what this Vato intentionally is doing. By being certified in the streets and showing love and acting gangster, and he'll fight milk and he'll do this and he'll do that and he'll pull the Billy Western out, and then the next thing you know he's talking about, but I'll call the cops on the AD. You're scared, Adam. Adam, you're scared. You're scared. It's all good. They call me the runner, eh? They're saying I ran because I was scared. So it's cool. It's cool, eh? I understand the situation. But at the end of the day, I'm not calling the placas on no one. Guess what I'm doing? This guy making a video the next day. I'm not going to disrespect people. I'm not going to acknowledge people. I'm going to do me and continue to do me. Adam, a word to the wise, a diamond in the rough, knowledge you can't get in college. Shut the fuck up. How about that? You know what I mean? You ain't calling the cops on no one. And if you do, well, hey, everyone that's surrounding you and everyone that's affiliated with you, there you go, right there. You're kicking it with fucking Mr. fucking You already know when he was on Vlad TV, the way him and Vlad were conversating, something was way off. Orderly Keefy D. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. Coming from someone who's been around the block, man, and understands, I truly understand the situation. Adam to be wanting to call the cops on AD and to say it blatantly on YouTube. About this fucking, he's brave, huh? Straight up. Hey, one thing no one can say about Adam is that he won't say what's on his mind. Maybe he slipped when he said it. He said, yeah, man, yeah. I'll call the authorities if they threaten me. What, Adam? I said you're ignoring me. No, you didn't. No, you said you call the authorities, buddy. Stop it, right? With that being said, gente, see it for what it is. Which it really is no fucking big deal. That man's going to do what he does, and that's that man's business. But hey, it's fun just making fun of him, isn't it? That's all I'm here to do, man, is have a good time, man. Adam, don't take this to heart. If you do, say I was scared. What are you going to do? Call the cops on me? Hey, you know that guy, Gunners Collective? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one guy, the one with the big chorra and the fucking funny glasses? Yeah, that about to highly disrespect me. Is there any way you can go to his house and fucking just arrest him straight up right now? Lock him up. He doesn't want to get locked up. If he does, he'll have to go and why. He doesn't want to do that, right? Adam, join me. Let's go. Ponle. Be my fucking selling. See what happens to you. ¿Sabes qué? I need the cantina. And Lena the plug, get a homegirl because I need a visita. With that being said, I hope that you move with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all fun and games. It's all fun until the rabbit got the gun, right? Orderly Elmer Fudd. That's all, folks, right? Yeah, that is all, folks. You know what I mean? Adam has decided that if for no other reason, he feels threatened by AD. He knows something we don't know, gente. And what he knows is AD would kick him from fucking here to China and back to TikTok land. He ain't playing, man. It's real life. With that being said, Moose Move with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you. I'm going to intend to do that, right? I'm going to do what I does, cuz thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy is the head, where's the crown? I'm going to continue to strive and struggle and struggle and strive for what I fucking truly and honestly believe in. And that's doing me. This is the gun. Bang, bang. Bye-bye, Adam.